Welcome. Now we really start doing our SEO. The first part in every SEO campaign should always be keyword analysis. May that be if we start SEO in general, or when we start thinking about what kind of content we should be preparing, what kind of content is interesting, what kind of content has any search volume. This is why we're going to work on keyword analysis as the question number one. Going back to ChatGPT, we can see, let's pretend that we're a company that is selling logging winches. The first question, and of course we want to rank number one for logging winches. So we're going to go and ask ChatGPT, let me zoom that in a bit and move to the other side. What are the most important topics to write about logging winches? So what we are not getting now is topic ideas that are generally can be blog content ideas, or if they are not separate blog content, they can be paragraphs or headings within a blog, right? So if we want to write a big blog about logging winches, you're going to talk about safety of logging, types of logging winches, maintenance of logging winches, applications, regulations, and standard for logging winches. And each of those is going to be a separate heading. And then you're going to prepare a couple of paragraphs about these. Or you can ask yourself, maybe maintenance of logging winches should be a separate blog post on its own. Then you can just go and do that, right? This isn't everything that we're going to do on the keyword research. What we have to do with this one is, of course, then take the keywords, types of logging winches. We can do that en masse or just one by one, and then put them into SEMrush or any other. If you're not using SEMrush yet, you can just use the code that I'm showing here, right? So not all of the keywords, of course, are going to have search volume. So this is why we want to check each of those keywords that we get from ChatGPT and figure out how much volume do they have, right? We can always go into details and go, all right, it told us about that we have to write about different types of logging winches. And then we ask some more. What are the most important keywords when writing about logging winches? And it's going to tell us the keywords that we want to use within the article. Or maybe, again, this can be parts of, right? Sometimes, was that my mistake or it's? I wanted to ask typing when writing about types of logging winches. When writing about types of logging winches, and it should give us all of the different types of logging winches. And of course, some of this content can already be used as a base for your articles. We'll talk about this later, how safe it is, or if you should use the content that comes here out of ChatGPT directly on your website. You probably don't want to do that. But still, this is a very good start of a very good article, right? And we can go on and ask it. So it gave us a lot of interesting types of winches. And now we can go and ask, okay, tell us more about hydraulic logging winches. And this is how we would get ideas on what to write for each part of that article. But there are, of course, other ways of how we can do keyword research. So let's go and do that. But again, the most important thing that we have to do right now, the keywords that we got from ChatGPT, we take these out, put them in an Excel sheet, check search volume, check the keyword difficulty, and based on that, we decide what articles are we going to write and how we're going to do that.